Hey, how's it going, Raz? Hopefully your Friday's going well. Hey, Chris and Golden, how are you guys? Just pulled this out of the fridge, so this thing is going to be tough as hell. Here, this is gonna be a little tough. While I'm working on that, you guys can look at her. She's pretty much getting there. Yeah, I didn't get much done this week. I've been busy doing so much other stuff. I did some paint work, but a lot of other stuff came up, so I'm kind of like backlogged a bit. Sounds like you guys are at least getting stuff done. Yeah, this Android kit, I really enjoyed working on it so far. So I got to do the base and get that all finished up. And then once I do that, I'm going to put up the video series all together in one shot. Last night I did her boots. I had a little bit of time to do the boots, so I went with a nice leather look. Kind of see how those came out. Now my work in progress video, it's not 100% great, but hopefully it gives you guys some ideas, like, you know, how I kind of paint up a lot of this stuff. I just got to put her earrings up, finish the belt buckle. There was something else I needed to do, and she's done, and then it's just the base. The one thing I realized about this kit, though, was her lips. I don't know if it was the print or if they casted it up, but the lips were kind of pushed in a little bit, like they were sanded a bit. So I didn't kind of realize that till I started painting on it. If I realized sooner, I would have actually tried to fill them up a bit. But all in all, it's a good sculpt. No, it's just dry brushing with the denim. There's actually enough texture on there to pull out the detail with the dry brush. You'll see in the video when I post it. Just I had to go in there and do some extra shading in areas, so it's kind of a lot of layering. And then the back of her, I went more with the old school look than to try to make that red and RR. I don't know what the RR stands for, but I didn't want to make it look like it was super bright red, so I kind of made it look like a you know, a worn out leather jacket type thing. It's the key thing with denim. You don't want to do like a bright blue out of the body. You want to mix a gray blue. Ah, okay. Red ribbon. Good to know. Yeah, but it's a great sculpt. I mean, I noticed though that there's a little bit of variations of the sculpt compared to the original render I'm working on, especially in the skirt area. I think, I don't know if it changed or if it was a casting thing, but it seemed to be a little bit of different, like, work in here for some reason. But it worked out fine. So hopefully if I can keep plugging away on paint-ups next week, maybe I'll have this done, not this weekend, but maybe next weekend, and then I just gotta edit the videos, but we'll see what happens. Figure it out. Alright, so on the Hyperion. So, I went through all my thing of parts, and I found these, and there's a bunch of small ones, so I got all these small ones ready to do his outfit. And what I did is, there's like little sticky stuff on the back of them. So I scraped off the sticky stuff and I did some Dremel in there, so this way it kind of holds better. So I'm going to go roll this out real quick, and then we'll see if we can get these pieces on Hyperion. Hopefully I have enough. I think you should be enough to go around. Went to the hobby store today, well, Michael's, and they didn't have anything on the shelves. I did find some moss stuff for the bases for the Scooby Girls. I'll show that once we pull out Daphne. And it is getting hot in here. Although I did find a frame for the Power Girl commission that I got from Chris, so hopefully I can get that framed up this weekend. Put that up on the wall. Yeah, every time I went to the hobby store for the past month, after I got that, there really wasn't a lot of frames there. seems that they had a low stock of stuff. They finally seem to have gotten a bunch in, so. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just trying to find a good frame for it, and so I can actually kind of dry mount it so it doesn't get messed up. I didn't feel like going to the frame store because that guy over there charges like $300 minimum for everything, and I don't trust Michaels to touch anything. So just do it myself. Hey Scott, how's it going? Yeah, we had a tornado warning here last night. And I think there was one in PA as well. Yeah, we really don't get many like tornado warnings here over in Jersey, but my cousin sent me a text and then all of a sudden my phone went crazy last night. Yeah, I'm actually surprised we didn't lose power here, because usually when we get bad storms in my area, we lose power. That's only because I'm closer to the bay. But for some odd reason, we didn't really have anything crazy shut down, so can't complain on that one. I had to laugh at the message on the phone because it's like, get to your nearest basement. And I'm like, well, everyone here is either on a slab or a crawl space. So that's not happening. Yeah, I didn't lose the internet either. Comcast by me is horrible. I wish I could get rid of Comcast, but we can get like a light storm, and if one line goes down on the highway by me, everything loses Comcast. Like, I don't understand why they can't throw more lines up or something. They just got this one line, and every time those goes down, like, towns around me are out of like internet for a while. Everyone's getting crazy storms. It's like the end of the world now. What's going on? He is going to be painted black and gold. So I think I'm going to go with like a flat black for the outfit. I still want to kind of add some tears, like it's kind of battle damage for fun. And then this will probably be like a pale gold with the boots. So I guess this is some kind of like armor. Looks kind of like armor. Because I think even his original classic outfit, he has like this metal waist thing. Pale gold, outside pale gold. It's not like chrome, like shiny, but it's not like just metallic. I've done it on a few Wonder Woman build-ups I've done recently. If you watch the Miss Marvel I did out of the J. Scott Campbell Psylocke live streams, I put pale gold on her lightning bolt for her chest. Yeah, I'm thinking of throwing some tears in his knees and stuff too, so you might just see that. Alright, so let's see if these work. So, like I said, I drilled little tiny holes in there just so this stuff grabs. Now these will get primed and painted, so don't think that I'm keeping them solid color like this. Just easier to get these on here and then paint over them than to try to sculpt them. Alright, let's do it this way instead. I tried silicone with these. I'm not really happy with the brushes because I can't really get the flow I like. So I stick to paint brushes and I buy them in bulk and cheap. They go to hell. Not saying you can't use them, but you can. I'm not sure if the safety solvent will destroy the silicone after a while. I never really tested it. So I think it's this picture. So it's 2. So if we have 2, 3, so I should have plenty. Alright. I mean, I use my silicone brush for if I use it for the mold, like if I have to use it for like the clay, the oil clay with the blow dryer. I use it to use putty work on stuff too with the, I mean, I do use them, but not for sculpting like this. Well, that's good. Good to know that the solvent doesn't destroy it. So I think what we'll do is we'll put one here, like so. before I really like stick them in, we gotta just start placing to make sure I can line them up. Yeah, I didn't really want to go with the whole muscular thing on it though. I understand sometimes he was drawn like that, but it's not what I'm going for on this one. It's a weird character design, that's for sure. But so let's put one here. You know what it is? It's preference. Alex Ross kind of gave him the flat look. That's kind of the way Alex Ross would draw him, but like in the artwork of the comic, the artist drew him with abs. I'm kind of more of like the flat look because it's like armor, and I didn't like kind of the idea of like abs are showing or like fake abs on armor. Just my personal preference for me. It's not being mass produced, it's just for what I want on my shelf, so that's the fun thing about doing this stuff as a hobby. So I think that works. Kind of like that. So what we'll do is kind of really push him in a little bit more. Hey, how's it going, Raccoon? So do you guys watch the Sideshow Con at all? You like any of the new pieces coming out? I like the Huntress. She looks really good. Storm looked great. Black Widow looked good because it's classic Black Widow, which is nice. Captain America looked good. Doom looked amazing. Can't wait to see the Tweeterhead Wonder Woman painted up. You know, it's funny, Captain America had the perfect Flash running pose. Just give him fighting like Captain Cold and put like a freeze ray in his left hand, and that's like a Flash I would love to have. I mean, it wasn't like a crazy like event from Sideshow, and they're doing it because of the whole lockdown stuff, and since San Diego Comic-Con didn't have anything, but nothing really super crazy new. Yeah, Darkseid looked pretty good too. Taskmaster looked good, but I could care less about the character, but I can understand why people are happy to get him. Chris, for me, I love Harley Quinn in her classic. That's kind of like the Harley Quinn for me. The movie versions of Harley Quinn and the new stuff, I really don't like that. It's just me personally. But that's kind of the Harley I remember. But the only reason why they give her these different outfits is because of Arkham games, the movie, and all that stuff. But Harley can be done in any outfit, so you can do whatever you want. You know, I did a Playboy Bunny version of Harley Quinn, I did a Crazy Nurse version. So Harley's one of those characters you could do anything and it usually works. Yeah, I saw the Star Wars stuff, but it's at least the premium format stuff of the new characters. I just have no interest in those new characters, so I could care less. You gotta put classic stuff. I call it the Disney Star Wars characters. I don't care for those characters. Yeah, I saw the whole drama with Black Widow, and I think there's some more drama now with Cruella, with the actress from there. I guess these actors are getting pissed that everything's going online and they're losing money. I mean, hell, they're making millions upon millions of dollars and they're not getting more millions and millions of dollars. So that just goes to show you that vote with your wallet, people. Don't spend the money to rush out to watch this stuff anymore. That's what I do. I'll wait till that stuff is free online or somebody has on DVD to borrow it or something. I don't know. Just all this drama over billions and millions of dollars. The only thing I'm actually really excited to see is Ghostbusters. That just screams to me of old classic stuff that the new generation's going to take over. Basically what they should have done a long time ago. So that looks a lot of fun. Yeah, that's why I say I don't rush out to movies anymore. I mean, why should I spend $18 for a movie and these actors get millions and half the time it's just agenda stuff, so I don't know. I think Ghostbusters looks good. I mean, I understand they're never going to bring back the old school feel of old movies anymore because, well, there's nobody out there that can really make good stuff like that anymore. But this feels like it's going to capture it as close as possible. I know people are like, oh, it's going to be Stranger Things all over again, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but it's probably going to be better than that other remake they did a few years back, so that's all I'm going to say about that thing. Not that I saw it, but just the previews alone made me not see it. Hey, what's up, Terrell? Yeah, that's the problem, Scott, is I miss the days where they filmed on location. Like, CGI just kind of ruins everything now. I find myself going back to old 80s movies and 90s and stuff, rewatching all that things. It's just fun. I know it's not real. It doesn't need to be 100% realistic. Just fun. Just got to go back to the days of where just vote with your wallet. You don't like it, don't watch it, move on, end the story. I actually started rewatching all the old Pink Panther movies again. I just had a craving to kind of watch them. And those things crack me up. Just old comedy, because comedy's dead these days, so you gotta go back and watch the old comedy stuff. Well, all the movie theaters around here sort of closed down, or at least are still shut down or didn't make it through the pandemic, so I don't know. Although I did see they're bringing back Leverage. I don't know if it's just a one-shot movie, TV movie, or if it's a new series. But if you ever watched that TV show a few years back called Leverage, where all the hitman, the thief, the hacker all come together and stop all the bad guys. Amazing TV show, and I think they're bringing it back. So that I'm excited for. That was a great show. I have no clue, Raccoon. I don't even know where there is one. There used to be tons of them when I was a kid, but they all closed down as I got older. Oh man, I did not like Avatar at all. When that movie came out, I just did not like it. I went to the movies and saw it. Everybody was telling me it's the best movie of all time, blah blah blah, and I just didn't enjoy it. Maybe it was just so overly CGI'd, I just kind of couldn't get through it. Yeah, there was we used to go to a drive-thru when I was a kid. I was really young at the time, though. And then they closed down and turned into a bowling alley. And then that closed down, and now it's a movie theater. I think it's a Sony IMAX, I think. I don't know. I don't know what it was about Avatar. I don't know. They kept on all the media. Everyone was saying it was the best movie of all time, and I just didn't get into it. And it's so late. I mean, it's been out for so long. Wasn't the sequel supposed to happen like 10 years ago or something? I don't know, I just miss comedy movies. Stuff like Chris Farley, Black Sheep, Tommy Boy. I miss all stuff like that. I'm like big into comedy stuff. That's where I want stuff to go back to. Some stupid slapstick comedy with some good comedians. But we're not allowed to laugh anymore these days, so... Hey, don't get me wrong, I know a couple people that absolutely love Avatar, and, you know, it's fine. It just wasn't for me. Then again, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars, but I don't, like, love it to death. I'm more of a comic book nut. Although I'm not in love with the comic book movies because they stray away from the books I read. So it's like, I love comics, but the movies are just kind of like alternate universe type stuff. They're not what I grew up and read. So some of the characters and stories are all messed up to me. Whereas like my cousin, who never really read comics, he loves them. But to me, it's like, well, that really didn't happen, or no, that character doesn't do that. But whatever. I hope these pieces stay in. I think once it cures, they'll probably stay in pretty well. So, just a matter of being careful not to force any of them out. They look like they'll stay in pretty well. Like, I'm a huge Bart Allen Impulse fan. That's my favorite Flash. So when I heard that they were putting him in the Flash TV show, I'm like, oh, I might watch it again. And then somebody sent me a clip of them holding lightsabers, which were lightning bolts. And I was like, Flash doesn't do this. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching that show. Even though I love Bart, I go, it's a lost cause. Oh yeah, Mel Brooks stuff. Oh god, that stuff is classic. But yeah, that stuff will offend everybody. If Mel Brooks made a movie like that these days, oh, he would be hung. It's back when people could laugh at themselves and not really care. Now, forget it. Even like Spaceballs, I'm pretty sure people will get offended over that. You guys ever see that old Val Kilmer comedy called Top Secret? That's a funny movie, but oh my god, if they made that today, forget it. Even that would be There's no comedy shows anymore. All the comedy shows that we used to go to around here, you know, up North Jersey, all the comedians they're not doing stand-up anymore. It's like they're not allowed to have comedy skits. And we used to go all the time. And it's not because of COVID either. It's just because you always get some wacko in the theater. That's offensive. You offended a certain person, so there's no more comedy anymore. I used to love to go to those stand-ups. They were fun. Go out, grab dinner, and go see a comedy show. Yeah, Val kind of aged, but it was a good comedy movie he did. Yeah, George Carlin, even old Eddie Murphy stand-up would probably blow people's minds these days. Have you ever heard of the comedian Stephen Lynch? Oh my god, he makes funny songs, but holy crap. I'm surprised they haven't gone after him. I saw him live. Oh my god, I was crying. It was so funny. That was years ago. Years and years ago. Yeah, I think, let's see, I saw Stephen Lynch live. I saw Bill Cosby before all of his crap. I saw Oh my god, there's so many guys I've seen. There's that heavyset guy, he passed away. 2 of them actually. We used to go all the time. We used to see anybody that would be in the area. Ralphie May, that was one of them. He was funny. Yeah, but even the last couple stand-ups I saw, literally, yeah, it was probably around 2015. I forgot who I went to see. The beginning, like the intro guy that would come out and do a skit before the main guy, he was very offensive, but nobody really cared. They weren't really there to see him. There was a lady who like screamed at him, got up and walked out of the movie theater. It was like, just sit there, close your ears, and wait for the main show to come out. But you had to have somebody cry. I would have loved to have seen Robin Williams live. That would have probably been hilarious. I think I was too young to go out and see George Carlin back in the day. Alright, I think, let's see. I think that looks pretty good. As close as I'm gonna get it. Let's see. I think I know who Peter Kay is. I might have seen his stuff. I think. Oh, I saw Lewis Black too. I think that was the last guy I saw, and he's very political. And going into it, I knew he was political, so I just kept an open mind. And oh my God, the people that were either on his side or hated him, it was unreal. I never seen people like bitch and complain and like boo, and it was crazy. I was sitting there laughing. I was like, you guys do realize he's a political comedian. Why are you here? But yeah, he was funny. Angry dude. Cracked me up. Just because he was angry cracked me up. I think I know who Peter Kay is. I think. I'll have to look it up. There's a lot of comedians that were really good. But that is all gone. Alright, I think we're good with that. Alright. Let that cure up, prime, sand and stuff, and hopefully that'll work out pretty well. Bear with me, trying to find my images. Yeah, I can't even talk about that, fangirl. Stay far away from that because it'll kick me off YouTube. Hey, what's up, Rukin? Alright, just getting my pictures ready. I'll show you guys what I found at the hobby store today, and then I'll work on her hair. Yeah, Raz, I always get paranoid when I send out stuff too. No, I get it, fangirl. It's just YouTube these days. One wrong word, it's over. It's already bad enough. Half my videos I have to put in a claim to see if they're allowed because of keywords I say during my videos. So you can't say certain keywords or you get demonetized, even if you're talking about paint. And I'm not joking either if you think I am. But anyway, so I went to the hobby store today and I was going through all their flowers because I wanted to see if I could find more stuff for the base. There's really not a lot of grass stuff out there. All these flowers are super good looking, so I'm kind of waiting till the fall comes in where all the, like, you know, weathered older stuff for, like, you know, fall colors are coming out. So that stuff's starting to come in the stores, so maybe I'll find something for whatever. But this stuff kind of would be like not bad to like glue on the tombstone, like, or around the tombstone, some mossy grass. So I could probably cut little pieces out and sort of put it around like the tombstone or somewhere in the grass. So it's just something I found and I thought would work good because it seems like it's coming off of here and you could kind of glue it. So I could probably cut pieces and kind of put it around stuff. So I think this will kind of work on the base a little bit. The only problem with finding stuff this small is like it could break apart and start to go all over your statue. So that's kind of a little risky. I need to take a trip out to like Hobby Lobby because they have more of a selection from what everyone says. So maybe I could find something a little bit better. But this stuff was pretty cool though. I like this. Sadly, this was the only one I could find. This was like underneath a bunch of other flowers, and this one looked pretty cool. So it's kind of cool. I could use this for other statues as well. So that's one thing I found for the bases. But if any of you guys know of any websites or places that have old grass, like really, like, what is it, like brownish, brown, light tan type of grass that looks like it's old and it's drying up, like hit me on Instagram or something or let me know. I haven't been able to find any so far. I mean, the Halloween stuff is coming out now, but they're already putting up Christmas stuff too by me. So it's like they're gonna skip Halloween real fast and go right into Christmas. So I gotta find stuff fast. There was a lot of other flower stuff I could use, but the problem is they come in like plastic bags, and they're very like, they break up on you. They like, you're supposed to like pull it apart in the bag, and I don't like that stuff because if you don't put it on correctly, it falls out, it comes all over the place. So I figure, what the hell. I went to another store today, and even the worker's like, yeah, COVID just dried us all up. We don't have anything. Yeah, my friend actually just did that wood too. He built a whole table with a circular saw, and he's been cutting wood, so he's building his own shelves and everything now. That's the way to do it. Hopefully it works out for you. Yeah, even by me, the Home Depot is already putting out Christmas stuff. They have a little section of Halloween stuff, but it's like Christmas stuff is already kind of being put up, so. I'm pretty sure they got so much stock from last year, they're probably trying to get it out the door now. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. It seems like they don't want to celebrate Halloween much anymore, because they kind of skip it almost. They have it out for a few weeks, but they go right into Christmas though. I guess Halloween's offensive. Yep, a lot of places are doing away with the coupons. I went to Michael's today and they had the 20% off coupon, but I had to get it off the website. But the register lady says that they might be doing away with them. So I don't know if it's true, but that is possible. Maybe it's in certain cities and towns, states, I'm not sure. Well, Fangirl, around by me years ago, I'm talking years ago, they started doing like special areas of your town, give out candy or Schools have like the gymnasium open and they go and have little Halloween parties for kids. Honestly, I think it's just more they don't want the kids being outside mischievous. I mean, hell, we used to go out for hours with a pillowcase, run around town, find the best houses, go back home, change up our costumes, go back to those houses with the pillowcase all fresh and emptied, and just rake in candy. But we used to haul ass. I mean, we used to haul ass. And yes, we were assholes where it was said take one, we took the whole damn bag. And it was simple. My parents just said check the candy. Just don't eat it, check the candy, and that was it. Ah, the good old days. Hey, what's up, Raphael? Yeah, Raz, back when life was simple. I'm showing my age. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, what the hell is this old dude talking about? You know, I don't know anybody that had a needle in their candy. I know the media said it was a huge thing, but I don't know of anyone that really had it. So I always kind of wonder if it was just a scare tactic. I mean, not saying that it wasn't, but I'm just saying it's just, you know. My favorite, just a good old, you know, regular Hershey's bar or Twix bar. Something like that's fine. I hated people who gave out the candy corn. Candy corn is the worst thing they ever made. And I never, ever, ever liked candy corn. I don't know if you guys like it. Oh, Fango, you're working on, yeah, I know the character. I've been seeing them all over the comic books lately. What is it, the last something? I forget the name of what they're calling him now. The Last Ronin, I think that's what it is. And I think I know the statue you're doing. It's one that you printed it out. Yeah, I don't know the story behind the character. I just know that I've been seeing a lot of like comic book covers of the character, a lot of like variants and stuff. Cause I'm subscribed to a couple of those online comic book stores. So I've been seeing that, and I saw the one statue sculpt on Instagram. Yeah, if it's the one I'm thinking of, that's a cool sculpt. So it's basically Michelangelo, and he's the last turtle alive or something? Is it like a what-if future story or something like that, I would assume? Oh, it's Leo, okay. Yeah, I don't know the storyline. I mean, I collected turtles as a kid, but I wasn't really into them. It was just kind of like the thing to do for a while. So I had a lot of the figures, but then I lost interest in the turtles. Is it a new story or is it an old story? Kind of curious now. That's pretty interesting. I'll have to, you know what I'll do is I'll wait for that one guy, Comic Books Explained on YouTube to talk about it and get an idea how it is, and then maybe I'll read up on it. Yeah, stop slacking, Raz. Gotta get your stuff done. What I forgot to do, I forgot to wrap her legs up. Damn it. I forgot something. Alright, what do you guys think of that as a start? Give me some feedback. I think that's a decent flow going there. Ear is going to get hidden once I do the bangs, because there will be a little bit broad over here from the bangs, but I think this kind of gives a little bit of a low here and it'll be thicker over here. Just trying to get the basic shape going before once it starts hardening up, I can kind of, sorry, I'm just getting in the zone trying to figure this out. Hey, how's it going, Butterfly? What Scooby figurine? You mean somebody sculpting one? No, I'm not making one. Even though it looked pretty cool with these girls, I'm overloaded. Oh, I don't know. Oh no, I'm not making one. It's just the girls and that's it. Oh, thumbs down, thumbs up, that doesn't matter on YouTube actually. I mean, yeah, thumbs up helps, but the way YouTube works now is whether you do a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it's still considered like people are interacting with your stream or your videos, so it doesn't really matter anymore. It's a different YouTube now. So any kind of like interacting with your video is a positive thing. Sounds weird, but that's why all these people who make like these, who are like get negative videos and negative stuff, people go to them just to give them a negative, and that gives them views. YouTube's weird now. Like back in the day, if you just clicked on the video, you got money. Then they changed it where you have to interact with the video. It's a viewer retention, so the more people watch your video, the longer they watch it, the more you make. So that's why everybody does 10-minute videos now. Because they figure in 10 minutes, if a person watches the whole video, that counts as like positive viewer retention, and therefore your channel's doing well. But it's YouTube. You get hate no matter what you do. You're positive, you get hate. Negative, you get hate. It's the world we live in. Yeah, there's people who get like tons of dislikes and tons of views on a video, and everyone hates the person, but they're making bank off of advertising and views and people interacting with the video. Like, the best thing to do on YouTube is if you don't like someone, you just don't click on the video, and you don't like or dislike, you just stay away. That's why, like, all these, you know, drama stuff from movie actors, singers, and all this other stuff, they get all this hate on their videos, but people are clicking the video. That's the thing, and they're liking and disliking. And that's if you're a YouTuber where you're trying to make a living off of it. I'm not really trying to make a living off of YouTube. I just enjoy showing people what I do in real time, and just that's pretty much the fun of it. Hey, what's up, Christian? Thank you, appreciate it. You rock too for coming in. Yeah, just like I said, if it's somebody you don't like, whether it's, what doesn't matter what it is, it's a video game player, an actor, a singer, a hobbyist, whoever, just stay away from their channel. That's the best thing you can do if you don't want to support them. That's, you know, so likes, dislikes, all that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just showing the hobby, that's it. There's nothing to it, there's no agenda. I'm not trying to be like a YouTuber that has billions of subscribers. It's just showing what I do, keep doing commissions, and I think these things, you know, having people interact a little bit with these type of projects is fun. Something different. Christian, I'm just paying it forward. I learned a lot from other people in the hobby, so it's just show other people what I'm doing, what I come up with. Yeah, I get hate on my videos too. It's hilarious. I get people who say nasty things in my videos. I just don't care. I think it's hilarious. That's why a lot of people now, they work the algorithm, and then once YouTube changes the algorithm, people will change up their system. It used to be like you just wanted clicks, and then it became like how many subs you had or how many people saw the video, and then now it's viewer retention, and then YouTube will probably change it up sooner or later anyway. They want to say it's because of the whole, you know, all the bad drama and all that stuff on YouTube. It was really, YouTube was losing $1 billion a year, but it was running, to run YouTube and Google was like 10 billion. I think that's the rumor, so they were only making 9 million. So my theory is they just did it so they can get more advertising money. Yeah, you get haters. I watch a lot of other YouTubers and live streams or their videos, and people come in all the time bitching and saying you suck, this and that. It's the internet. I grew up with the internet, so I'm used to it by now. You know, you got, in every community, it's hilarious. You got people who like people and hate people. So like in the statue community, you got people who will yell at you being like, you're the worst painter in the world, this painter's better. Or this sculptor's better and you're the worst sculptor. And then if you go into like a bicycling community, oh, this guy knows how to ride his bike better than you. You know, it's like, it's just, every community has trauma. I've had people who say you're the worst in the world, you don't know what you're doing, blah blah blah. And they would say this painter's better than you. And I wonder if like the 2D artists get this kind of drama. Like all the guys who do 2D drawings online that do live streams. I wonder if they get a lot of hate. I don't know how old a lot of you guys are, but when the internet first came out, holy crap. If you went on to message boards, it was a Wild West. I don't think a lot of people could handle what that used to happen back in the day. Holy crap. Christian, it's, you know, the way I look at it is if anyone, when I first got into art, I had a lot of people saying you suck, you'll never go anywhere, blah, blah, blah. And I just used to ask why and just work on what they would say was bad. So whether they curse you out to your face or anything, just ask why and get better. Take the criticism and work on it. Just don't, you know, don't hide from the world. Just soak it in. I still get people who say I suck, and I ask them why. And then when they tell me, I just like, okay, I'm gonna work on that. That's all. I had family members who said you'll never do anything with art. It's a mistake. Blah blah blah. You know. So just find out why and work on it. Don't take it to heart, just get better. We all start somewhere. We're not all pros out of the womb, basically. Some people are better in the beginning, some people take a lot longer to get better. But you gotta practice. And don't ask family members. Never ask family members if you're doing well. They're going to tell you you're the best artist in the world. Find people who are going to be honest, and then take that honesty and just say, okay, I'm going to work on that and get better. When I first started doing the customizing, Dano, who used to do a lot of the paint up stuff from Bowen Designs, I actually sent him an email. I was like, hey, can you give me some advice? And he's like, oh, you're doing good. I said, no. I said, I need advice. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. He's like, oh, I can't offend you. I said, no, offend me. Let me know what I'm doing. Give me some pointers, and I'm going to get better. And he did, and I took it, and I ran with it. Yeah, some people may be nasty, but, you know, just find out why, you know, what you're doing wrong, what you can do to get better, and just run with it. You know, there's a lot of sculptors out there who, you know, I see the stuff they sculpt, and I'm like, well, that's a little off, or I think this could be fixed, and they're like, no, no, no. And others are like, okay, I'm going to work on that, thanks for letting me know. So you can tell who wants to get better and who just thinks they're the best already. See, my problem is really didn't have the internet around too much in the beginning. So family members are always like, oh yeah, it's great, it's amazing. And I'm just like, this is not helping me. So once I got more into the statue stuff and I started meeting more people, I met people who gave me some sound advice and really kind of said, hey, you need to work on this or that's off type thing. And I still got friends who help me out when I show them stuff. They'll tell me like, hey, that looks off, or, you know, fix this or fix that, or, you know, you're painting too much in that color type stuff. And yeah, some people will probably find your channel or your videos or your pictures and say this and say that, and you know, don't forget half of them probably don't know how to draw stick figures, so don't let it get to you. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just, you know, if someone comes up and just says your work sucks, you're like, yeah, okay, that's not advice. But if they're like, oh, well, I think this is wrong, or maybe you should work on that, then you're like, okay, run with it. See, my problem is in art school, my professors, they wanted everyone to feel special. They wanted everybody to like, oh yeah, you're great, you know, this is, just do a little bit of this. You know, so some professors like, nah, you need to really kind of fix this. This is really bad. So those are the guys you learn from. Not the ones who are like, oh, it's great, it's perfect, it's art, it's how you see it. Nah. If I'm painting wrong or if a figure looks off, tell me. And hell, that was back in 95 to 98. I can only imagine what schools are like now. Yeah, I still learn to this day. There's sometimes I'll see something like, oh my god, I've been doing this wrong all these years, and other times I'm okay, I need to use this product instead of this one, and you know, all kinds of stuff. When you stop trying to learn, that's when you fail, I guess. That's kind of what my one professor told me. He's like, if you're always learning, you're always doing well. If you're thinking you're the best and you're done, that's when you fail. And the main professor of the school didn't like him because he talked like that, so they let him go. Sad. Yeah, me and my I think I've said this before a couple times. Me and my college buddies, we used to kind of critique our work together because the one professor was just she always wanted to tell everybody was special. So we used to kind of critique our stuff together, and we would tell each other what we're seeing wrong. And she overheard us one time, and she's like, "You guys are being too rough on each other." We're like, "Just leave us alone." Like, we're gonna learn if you're not gonna teach us. Then again, I went to an art school where they pretty much lied to you. Oh, when you're ready to graduate, we're going to help place you in a company and blah, blah, blah. The minute you graduate, they got their money. They're like, yep, good luck, and they kick you out. So that's why you have to do your stuff on your own. Hell, you don't even need to go to school anymore. If you want to do artwork, everything is on YouTube. Right there, it is free. If you study and work hard and listen and practice what other people are doing, you could save yourself thousands upon thousands of dollars. And you can make money and not have to pay a dime to a professor. Hell, I wish I had a YouTube back in the day. With the way I used to try and study and try to get better, oh man, I wouldn't have had to pay any tuition fees. Everything I learned in art school, literally it's on YouTube. You want to learn color theory? Color theory, boom, 30,000 videos of color theory. You want to learn about muted colors? Boom, there you go. You want to learn about oil painting? Boom. Figure drawing? Boom. It's all at your fingertip. What the hell do you need college for anymore? As long as you have a good work ethic, though. If you like to study and you want to practice and keep working at it, you don't need to go to school. Well, Raphael, I kind of fell into this, so, you know, it's kind of not really a major, you know, there's a lot of little niche things out there if you find it, but I kind of fell into it. It's probably frowned upon in a lot of the major companies, but I don't care. I mean, hell, everybody else is doing all kinds of other stuff, so I enjoy it. Paint base. Yeah, there was one professor in my art school that was like, yeah, you have to paint on your feelings as well. Feelings is great and all, but you still need to kind of have some basics. More or less it comes down to, is whatever you're doing, if people are paying for it or you enjoy it, that's all that counts, really. So if you enjoy doing it and you're happy, that's fine. If you're doing it for a living and you're making money, then it's fine. But my school was more or less teaching you art but not really preparing you for the workforce. But then again, the internet changed the game. That's a hell of a college move without telling you. I appreciate it, Raphael. Yeah, I like I said, I kind of fell into this because I started customizing my own stuff, and then people started asking, hey, can you do one for me? And then another person, and then before I knew it, I said, screw it, you only live once, make a career out of it. don't get me wrong, I work. It's not something I just sit there and like, oh, I did one statue and I'm good for a year. You gotta keep working. I used to have a full-time job as a graphic designer. I would come home, 9 to 5, kick off my shoes and hit the desk and work for another 5 hours on statues. So I put my time into it, learning and coming up with this stuff. It wasn't a matter of just like, yeah, I'll do it on weekends and I'm done. It was an everyday thing for years. So I didn't really have any like teaching and sculpting per se, and I'm still learning as I go. But as I kind of started repairing stuff and customizing, that kind of, I saw that there was a market where you can sort of repair high-end stuff because there was no one out there doing it. But I did my legwork. I went to comic book shows, I handed out business cards, I went to up and down business, comic book stores saying, hey, if you have clients, you're looking for someone to repair something. It wasn't just, hey, sit here on social media and hope for the best. You gotta get out there and do it, I still get people saying, you gotta get on Facebook, you'll get more work than you ever know what to do with. I'm just like, well, I'm kinda at that point now. And I like the YouTube better without the drama of social media. I've seen a couple painters and sculptors come into the hobby over the years, and they start seeing the dollar signs rolling in, but they never get the projects out the door. So you have to have a good, it's like customer service. That's what they didn't teach in art school either I went to. One professor was starting to teach us, like he was an elective professor on like time management, and for some odd reason the powers that be did not like that and they got rid of him. It's like everyone that was teaching us the good stuff they got rid of. Prices are just kind of project, how much time is involved. One professor in my art school did teach us that anytime you price something out, you always price in your materials too. So that was one of the good elective teachers. So for every project you work on, you got to at least factor in paint, brushes, molds, materials and stuff, and then also your time and effort. But then also you got to kind of know the hobby, what people are willing to pay. Like I said before, I'm never going to be like rich and wealthy over this, but at least I can pay my bills and I'm happy what I do every day. I didn't want to when I lost my job, I didn't want to be like 65 and be like, I had a chance to do that for a living, but I played it safe and I went and worked at Walmart or whatever and said, screw it, I'm going to try it, and it's working. But it's worked. It's an everyday thing. I rather sculpt and paint all day than go out to a bar or a movie or anything like that, so. I guess the old-fashioned way that the professor told me is you start charging a certain price, and then if you start getting more and more work, you raise your prices. And if people are willing to pay it, then you get a better idea. I look at it this way. There's a lot of guys out there that want to charge you the top dollar and get the most out of you out of one project, but you'll never get them to come back and return to you again. So I try to keep everything fair. But I really don't talk about pricing too much publicly, because everyone's different. There's guys out there who will charge an arm and a leg and some who will undercharge. It all depends. Rukin, I use Abe's epoxy sculpt. You can buy it at Abe's Studio. AVES. I'll link it for you real quick. Yeah, I used to work on the computer all day doing stupid advertising crap, and I used to think all the time, like, alright, I can't wait to get home and paint up this item and work on that. So while everybody I knew was going to the bars all the time, I was saving money paying off my loans, but also learning how to do this stuff. Yellow Lantern's ass can make cryptocurrency? Well, I have Bitcoin and Cardano. That's what I have, so take it with a grain of salt. I have some Dogecoin, but I think I got that a long time ago as a joke. So there you go, Yellow Lantern. That's what I got. So if you're an attorney, you go and buy it all up if you want. Yes, you can use Aves as an armature. I don't know about baking it though, if you're going to use like a Sculpey, which I think you can, but be careful. But yeah, you can use it as an armature, and it'll be fine. You could use Aves on anything. You could fix your wall with Aves, you can use it on an action figure, you could patch your car with Aves. Use it almost everywhere. Don't do that, Yellow Lantern. If anything, you should be buying Apple stock. They're going up. Yeah, this is no financial advice from me. I'm just saying that's what I got. It'd be hilarious if Elon Musk comes out again and says, "Okay, I'm taking Dogecoin again," and watch it skyrocket. No problem, Christian. Have fun with it. Yeah, I know. It's funny. I was watching the whole Dogecoin thing. It was going up. I think it was almost at 60 cents. And because he came out and said he would accept it or whatever, and then all of a sudden he came out with the whole cryptocurrency is too much energy, and everything tanked overnight. The funny thing is all the major companies and corporations and hedge funds are buying up all the dips, so they own a lot of it now probably. I honestly think it was just to get everybody to buy into it and then like sell it off, and then when it all dips they can buy it all up, so they cornered the market. That's kind of like my theory on it. That's kind of what a lot of people are saying. So he probably owns like most of the damn cryptocurrency out there now. So that's what everyone says, just buy and hold. Buy the dips and hold on to it. Although it would be funny one day if all of a sudden cryptocurrency is the main currency. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have stuff invested everywhere, so I guess a lot of people just like to cover their tracks, you know. I just wish, when I first started working out of college, I had a lady who was at my taking care of the simple IRA from my company, and I kept telling her, no, no, I want to buy Apple stock. She's like, no, 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 you don't want to buy Apple stock, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, no, I want to buy it. So for like 3 years, no, 2 years, and then I finally said, nope, I want Apple stock in my portfolio. So we started buying it, and then she went away, and they got a new person in, and the new person was like, oh damn, you were smart to get Apple stock. So although I wanted to buy it back in 1992, but I was too young, and even in 95 before I went to art school I wanted to get some, but I didn't have any money. Raccoon, I don't know what's going on anymore. Everything is we got inflation, we got everything is a mess. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. All I know is my black bag Superman books better skyrocket, because that's what I'm going to retire off of. Because that was the hottest thing ever when Superman passed away, and the books were going to be worth millions. Everybody was going crazy to get Death of Superman books. I saw people on the news that had like 10 long boxes of the Death of Superman. They were going to be worth so much damn money. Yeah, Amazon stock would have been nice to buy. Yeah, Terrell, that's going to be your retirement fund right there. When that book skyrockets, forget it, it's over. You're going to be able to get an island in somewhere off the coast somewhere, and that's where you'll be staying off of the Death of Superman books. The reason why you still have it, though, is because no one's going to buy it either. Same thing with Garbage Pail Kids. Oh my god, the craze on those damn things. I don't know how I missed the first series. I was always into stuff like that, and I never knew about the first series till it was too late. You know, the 90s books are going up in value now. There's a lot of books that are, if you got them graded at a 9.8, are really going up in price. And we're talking like 90s books. Especially first appearance of Venom, Carnage, first appearance of everybody is going up. You know, the funny thing about the first appearance of Venom, Spider-Man 300, is back in the day when I was collecting books, literally every copy was like probably $10 or 15 bucks. Sometimes they were around $20. But that was a lot of money back then. And my one high school friend had like 5 copies of it, mint condition, probably 9.8s or higher. He sold off all his stuff to his brother for like $100. I told him I would have gave him 500, but he was like, nope, I already sold it. I should have bought up copies left and right. I mean, I've seen them go for like a couple grand. Even first appearance of Harley Quinn now, like at a 9.8, is like what, 6 grand? Although I did get rid of all my image books. All the image are gone. Those things were paperweights. You know, even crappy versions of a Spider-Man 300 are selling well. Yeah, things are going up. I guess the 90s are sort of coming back, which is kind of cool. Gives me the opportunity to get rid of a couple comic books. Yeah, manga books are where it's at right now. Manga is hot as hell. The stories are amazing. It's basically what comic books used to be, I guess. None of this agenda crap on them. So it's so a lot of the manga stuff is really going well. I don't think I have any image. I might have some image stuff. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look. But I remember I gave away like 2 boxes of image books to a relative. I was like, I had enough of those sitting in my closet. So does that mean all the Pit books are going to be really popular now and I got rid of them all? I just couldn't hold on to all that stuff. Although I did go and I did buy the first appearance of Punchline, that Joker girlfriend, because I have a funny feeling she's going to be like the hot new character. I gotta go roll this out, this stuff's getting too hard. Yeah, that was the kind of thing in the 90s. A lot of these stories either didn't finish, they were late. Yeah. I used to run after work on Wednesdays to go to the comic book store and grab stuff, finding out that they didn't come out. Yeah, I didn't read much Image. I think the only stuff I read at the Image was like Spawn, Wildcats for a few, and then I think Stormwatch, I think it was. I like Stormwatch. But then I just kind of got out of all of it. Alright, so that's kind of where we're at for right now. I don't have it in me tonight to do the other side. I thought I did, I'm just too tired. I was out on the road all morning. So if we cover up here, that's kind of where we're at with the hair. Kind of just sort of cover that. So I think if we get that flow over here, it's come together a bit. I'm not sure if I have to build up any of this back here later. We'll see. I don't think I do, but I might have to. We'll see. Kind of just build a little section at a time. Yeah, I think I got rid of all my spawns. I'm going through stuff. Right now I'm selling all my Onslaught stuff because he's out now. So whatever's hot, try to kind of purge it at that time. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'm tapped for today. It's been a long morning. So next week we'll continue on this side, and then after that we'll see if we need to fill it up, and then we'll do the bangs. And I'll keep planning out the bases. See if I can get them going a little bit better. But yeah, so thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you next week, and hopefully I could start a little bit earlier and actually maybe just kind of work on her all day. Just kind of start her right away, and then maybe work on bangs and see how things go. But have a good weekend, and try to take it easy this weekend. So see you later, guys.